Hello everyone, and welcome back to Zeus Tech. Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about blockchain and a simple brief introduction to it. So, before we begin, if you like the content that I post, please leave this video with a like and subscribe, comment down below how it was, and turn on the post notifications to get notified whenever I release a new video. And with that said, let's get started, shall we? So, let's look at what blockchain is usually used for. So, blockchain is heavily used for cryptocurrency and smart contracts, to name a couple examples. And there are like tons of examples, but at the moment, these are two main ones that are happening right now, along with a couple of others I can't really think of right now. So, so let's so before we begin to before I begin to explain everything, let's look at the simple definition of what blockchain is. So, blockchain is a peer-to-peer network with computers. Each computer has the same data, and this data is recorded in a timestamp format, and the transaction itself is immutable. So let's talk about what this means. So let's talk about what a peer-to-peer network is. So on the screen right now, you should be seeing a photo of a peer-to-peer network. But this is probably confusing you a lot, as it did with me when I first learned about it. So let's go a little more in depth into what a peer-to-peer network is. So to understand what a peer-to-peer network is, we have to look at the other types of networks. There is a client to server. There is a client to server to server. And on the screen right now, there should be a client to server photo right now. And now there should be a client to server to server. So let's understand what a client to server is first. What a client to server network is, there's a server and there's a bunch of clients. The server controls all the clients, and if that one server goes down, the entire network goes down. Now let's look at the client to server to server. A client to server network is where there's one main server, but then there's multiple subservers, and then there's a bunch of clients in each of those subservers that connect to the main server. This server fixes the issue of service crashing, because if one subserver crashes, there's always other servers. But say that an actual the main server crashes, then you're screwed, as there's nothing else to do, like I said before, with client to server. And then there's peer-to-peer network. A peer-to-peer network should be on the screen right now again. What it is that it's basically each computer hosts, and then computers link together and everything, and that's how it works. There's no main server, so if one computer goes down, there's always other computers to go through and all. And that's where blockchain thrives mainly, because there is because it's linked to computer. Every computer has the same information as the other computer. So anything that you put on the chain can't be changed, because you can't remove it, as everyone has the same copy, and as I said before, it's immutable. And this prevents hacking and theft and stuff like that, which is very useful. So, and also, just to let you know, immutable means it can't be changed. So, an example of blockchain is cryptocurrency, as I stated before. So when you buy some cryptocurrency, it saves on the blockchain, so you can't alter it. That's how you get protected from scams and stuff like that. And the four things that blockchain gives that other types of methods don't give is that you can trust the system, as everyone has the same data, and if one thing's changed, it's going to cause error in the whole system, and that's how people know that there's a security breach. And the data cannot be changed. It has good security, and there are contracts that secure on its own. So there's disintermediation. That last one was pretty confusing, so I'll explain that. So I said another reason why blockchain is a thing is for smart contracts. So an example would be, say that we ask this one person to give us 100 pieces of wood. So way that we could do with blockchain is that we send an order into the server, and the other person receives the order. Then the person ships the order, and once it receives, it automatically says it's done. So it doesn't need a third party system to send the money or anything like that. It's just way more fast, way more secure. And so as I said, for like the fourth thing, there are contracts, like smart contracts, that execute on its own. So there is disintermediation, which means that like the contracts, when they're done, and it's way more simpler. And blockchain is actually very advanced. Not many people actually know this. So like people like thinking that, oh, it's easy, I can understand it. Like, to understand blockchain fully would take a long time. So like even now, most data scientists, like, we don't even know it that well. So I can't tell you everything because not many people actually understand it. But this should give you a brief introduction onto what blockchain is and how it works. So if you like this video, please leave it a like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions about it, and I'll be sure to try to answer it. And with that said, I hope you have a nice day, and peace out.